All right. Well, Nebraska, we're underway in the Big Ten with Nebraska. Hey, they put 92,000 in Memorial Stadium last night for a volleyball match. Now Nebraska's going to go on the road to take on the Gophers. And here, showing Minnesota a 7-point favorite. The total here is 43 in this one. And Nebraska so far, look, uh, expectations are high again in Nebraska, or at least expectations are we're going to be better this year with Matt Rule in there. Look, Nebraska's got someone who's had some success, right? I mean, from Temple to Baylor, Matt Rule. Um, his style, maybe this is what fits. Maybe this is finally it for Nebraska. Nebraska's never coming back. They're never coming back to the glory days. We know that. But they're in the role that you want to kind of trust them in. I'll tell you that much right now. A road dog. Nebraska kind of they get the money as a road dog, man. For all their faults, they pretty good as a road underdog. They do return 15 starters. They do have a new quarterback, but comes in from Georgia Tech, where he started for a couple of seasons. So they've got that going for them. Over the last 5 years, Nebraska 14-5-1 against the spread as a road underdog. They haven't been bowling in quite a while, but maybe with Rule, they can get there. For that poor record that the Huskers have had, basically, what are they winning at about less than 35%, basically, over the last 6 seasons. They've been better against the spread than their straight up record. It hasn't been great. Minnesota, uh, they've been having a pretty good run right here, right now. 18-8 over the last 2 seasons. Certainly with Coach Fleck, he's a pretty good favorite. This line did open about 6 on the low point. They have 13 starters returning this season. Maybe a little bit of an experienced quarterback. This sophomore quarterback started a handful of games last year. Minnesota, uh, real strong as a home favorite. Kind of contrasts what I'm saying about Nebraska. They're a good home favorite. They're even better at home uh, or in conference games. They're just been real strong in conference games. Last 4 years, 21-12-1 ATS. So in this one, the steam came in on the under. Man, I'm probably going to be recommending another under here. 3 of the last 4 meetings between these two have stayed under. It opened 47. There's probably not much value to it. I don't know if I can give it out as a premium here. Minnesota's won 4 straight in the series, 3-1 against the spread against the Huskers. And this is a home team dominated series. Could Nebraska stay within a touchdown here? See what the chat has to say in this one. Michael says Nebraska. Carla is on Nebraska. JD is on Minnesota. Burley, hello, good morning. Nice to see you, Burley. And he says he loves Minnesota. Hey, these are some good games. I know Florida, Utah maybe supposed to be the feature, but I like having a conference game here in the Big 12. Not Big 10, Big 10, Big 10, Big 12, Big 14. What are we now? Big 16. What are they going to be next year? They going to come some goofy logo with numbers and I don't know what if they move Stanford and Cal into the ACC. Are they called the Transatlantic Coast or what? What do these names even mean? Yeah. Okay. Jimmy on Nebraska. Daryl says expectations were high. Look, expectations are high every year. Expectations in Lincoln are always too high. I'm a Nebraska fan. I did not like Nebraska growing up, and I come to love Nebraska now because of their fan base. I love Nebraska, not just Mindy's a Omaha Maverick. It's not because of that. I have Nebraska gear. I used to run a sick sports bar, you guys, with like 140 TVs, and like I'd have a different section. Like schools would come in from, and I'd host like 5 or 6 schools in like 3 hour segments every or 4 hour segments every Saturday in different rooms. So love that fan. Nebraska would pack them more than anybody, and this is when they were, you know, they'd show up when they were playing teams and win games 60-0 against small schools, non-conference, non-division one. Those games they still pack the place, and they'd celebrate with that song. All right. I'm giving out, taking the under at 43. Reported steam came in on the under. And I'm going to take the under as my play on the show. Jamar, hello.